Okay, welcome to a game of Yorick Jungle. As you may have seen, I uploaded a video recently of Yorick playing in the jungle, and the first jungle clear just in a custom game where I go from blue side, on blue side, Gromp to blue to Raptors to Dragon, and I do believe I'm going to try to do that this game. So I have played Yorick a few times in draft pick when he's not picked by someone else or banned, and this is one of the better ones after I'd gained quite a bit of decent experience. I played him twice in top lane prior to this and once in the jungle. And so I'm slightly AFK here. I was sussing up the enemy jungler. I don't know that much about Graves because I've never played him at all. And just wondering, is he going to be a threat if he, if I try to do this solo dragon? So because I just gathered Graves is not going to be too much of a threat. It's easy for me to let up the dragon, and even if he does catch me mid-dragon, it's not like he's going to be able to kill it by himself, is he? With that reload of his. So I prepared to do this. Give us that spam emote. And let's just change that fog of war. Blue side, interface, renting flames go away. Chat dies. And here we go. So I'm going to give a voiceover of the early jungle clear on Yorick. Now, this is a clear for Dragon. Typically, if I wanted to just not do Dragon, I would probably start on Raptors, and that sounds very weird. I'll probably do another game at some point where I start Raptors, and that's because you get the ghouls fastest out of your Raptors, and that probably gets you some of the best sustain there is, simply because they're so amazing, and once you get them going, it's very easy to keep them going. Now, watch what I've done with Gromp here. I've dragged Gromp over slightly closer, and then I make sure that I Q the little guys, and as soon as they're done, I can sustain using that. Look at that, I'm healing from Q. I'm not even using a biscuit right now. I just heal from Q as they tank for me, and it's just amazing regen. I skip over the wolves, and I make my way to Raptors. So just auto attack and reset to Q them, Q that small one, and then I'm going to Q the big one along with Smite. I've got the Raptor buff, so I can make sure there are no wars at Dragon. And then I'm just going to start Dragon right here. I've also got my sweeper. I don't know why I did that. I've got the trinket. So yeah, I tank it. For the most part, I tank the Dragon. And then when I'm below 50% health like this, I let the ghouls tank it. This is quite dangerous if the enemy gets to you. And see, now I regenerate back to 50% HP really easily because I'm below HP, kind of like Aatrox. And then from there it's just easy. Give it that smite. And we're done. This will work on Mountain Dragon, and I've tried it once against Infernal Dragon, and it seemed... Infernal Dragon seems quite difficult, if not impossible. I think you can do it against Infernal Dragon, but I wouldn't recommend it. Especially if you're against like a risky jungler like Lee Sin, who might take Crab and then see you there. And big mistake I made in an early game was to try to take early Dragon versus Bard, because what Bard does is he's going to collect chimes and he's going to see you doing Dragon, and then using that weird Bard burst, he's just going to kill you. So anyway, here we go, look at that. I'm able to raise some ghouls, and look at that! I'm not even using any potions because I've already used them all. But because I've got my ghouls going, it's easy for me to raise the wolves and then kill Gromp and then take Crab. I'm level 5 already without going back before. So I just I take refillable potion, Stalker's Blade, boots. And I don't know what I was doing there. I think I was probably texting or something. And then, there we go. More ghouls. And I get all 4. That's how I can continue clearing the jungle. Look how quickly they clear it for me. Blue's up again, but I think I was looking to Rift Herald because I was level 6, but there was a ward there, so I didn't do it. Anyway, I can raise up blue. Okay, I can't because... Well, yeah, I can because Gromp. And then I think about doing Rift Herald, and I do it. So, okay, to go over Rift Herald solo, first of all, put these guys there. So, have ghouls from your jungle already. So I took it from Gromp and blue buff. And go behind Rift Herald while it attacks your ghouls. Then use your ultimate to get your Maiden out. And now, when the Maiden goes down pretty fast to Rift Herald, so only let her tank it when the eye is open. Otherwise, you tank it so your wife there, I always call her the waifu, can stay alive. So if we watch, so I'm attacking it. He starts dealing damage to the Oops, sorry. He starts dealing damage to that, so I start tanking it, but then for some reason he doesn't switch aggro. Then he does, and we've done enough damage through the eyeball. There we go. The Maiden does not proc the eyeball herself. It has to be a champion basic attack, so that's why you have to tank it. Now I've got 2 ghouls on the Maiden, so I come to mid lane looking for some action, then realise there's not much I can do. But I am really strong when the Maiden's out. The Maiden, when you and the Maiden attack the same thing, you gain like tons of % health damage, and that is just amazing in general. So I see red buff, and there's no way that, you know, Graves can do anything about this. I have the Maiden, I have ghouls, I'm Yorick, I have W to escape. I can just take this, and I don't even have to care if he comes up. Problem is, Ocean Drake has respawned, and I do believe Graves goes for it. If we check the Fog of War, yep, they are doing it right now whilst I'm doing his jungle. So I get his red buff and Rift Herald and first dragon in return for this second dragon being taken by them, meaning they get a bit of an XP comeback. So I'm looking to kill Teemo. Shipmo's pretty open. So I land E, that lets me charge up to him and land Q, and then he flashes. And then this is out of Cled's ult range, but Cled's going to keep going in. He manages to land E, and then we slam dunk him like that. He won't die because he's got his passive skull, but now he's dismounted, probably going to have to recall again. Nevertheless, I start pushing this, trying to make a grave. I don't get enough graves, so then just attack this tower. And that's enough for some ghouls, and then Graves comes up and gets melted by us two. Kind of. Not really. Because he starts dealing enough damage to us and Teemo comes up, so we can't do much. Vel'Koz, however, is looking around for the Graves. Teemo is chasing him, and I can't do much but try to slow him, and that's not enough. The dot will kill him, and Vel'Koz just killed Graves. So I can't do anything there. Anyway, I come to red and try to raise it as ghouls, so I can keep clearing the jungle. Yorick is very good at clearing the jungle, very fast too, as long as you keep the ghouls going. Now the prime ways to get ghouls are wolves and raptors, because they give, yeah, there's 3 wolves and there's 4 raptors. The buffs also have 3, and that's how you can raise ghouls from one camp. Gromp and Krugs, there's only 1 or 2 of them, so you can't raise them. I'm looking for this, but then realise I can't do anything. I have ghouls, so I have power, so I don't really care if Graves finds me in this jungle. And unfortunately, he thinks that I'm going to be top lane, so he tries to fight. Teemo doesn't work out very well. But because I have ghouls, I have red buff, and this lane is open because they went bot lane. I just see a well, they went somewhere. I saw an easy opportunity to claim an objective. Yorick is very much like AD Malzahar back in the day, so he's very, very, very good at objective control. As you see, I soloed Dragon and Rift Herald, and the Ghoul is very good at taking towers too. Also, he's incredible at split pushing, and yeah. So yeah, as you notice, I've taken Warrior, and that's because I love the AD scaling on Ghouls, and there's an AD scaling on the waifu as well. So there's 4 of them here. I can't do much. I have ghouls, but you know, there's 4 of them. Jinx is here, she can't do much. And just try our best to defend here. Fred's on his way. I'm too low, so I just go to do my farm. And then here's Zeb. Claire ended up charging in just to get dismounted. Didn't accomplish too much besides saving the tower, so it's okay. I think about coming back in, but there's not much I can do. Let's see what happens. Graves comes up. Luckily my team come in to help, and he can't do much because he was reloading there. Knowing I'm low on health, I back because there's not much I can do. It's the 4v4 situation here with Teemo top. And I'm back here just buying my next item, which is Phage going into Black Cleaver, not Trinity Force. Yorick's ghouls will apply Black Cleaver and will reduce armor, also increasing Yorick's damage, your own damage, sorry, Yorick's damage and the walker's damage. as well as any other AD on our team, aka Jinx and Kled. So Black Cleaver is just a nice item, I really like it. 20% CDR also helps. Anyway, just keep clearing the jungle. I'm currently 002 with 64 CS. Meh. The main thing is I've gotten a dragon, a Rift Herald, and two towers. Pretty damn good. I easy crab to make it really easy to take. Now here's Graves coming up. I land my smite, tries to chase him, but he eats over the wall. I try to get a chase, but he flashes. So that's a flash, it's okay. But I'm not done. I'm not done. I keep chasing him. He lands in my W, and that's when the ghouls just rip him to shreds. So AD is pretty decent. The fight breaks out here, and I start doing absolutely nothing. Rise gets caught out, I land my E, Teemo comes in to kind of zone me off. So it's just me and Soroka because these two have started chasing the Vayne. Does Vel'Koz actually get her? I do believe he does. Yes, he does. This is a Vel'Koz maid named Void Geometry. Quite like him. So I'm just coming around here. I'm not particularly tanky or anything, but I might be able to do something. I KS miraculously with my E. And Vel'Koz wants some kind of trap, but I have my ult and there's four of us. So just easily take this third Ocean Dragon, second one for us. And smite secure. The Graves cannot do anything here. Honestly, even if it was just me on my own along with the Maiden, he couldn't do anything. So I think about pushing bot because I've got the Maiden, and we push forward. Start slapping this tower. Karma can't do anything. I have the Maiden. I trap Karma, doesn't really mean much. And then I just recall to get more items. There's my Black Cleaver. Continue clearing the jungle. Team fight mid, so I decided to join in. Because I'm ahead. I'm 2-0-2. It's pretty good. As long as I have ghouls I can fight. These ghouls go into the tower, get killed. And there we have it. Red buff's up, so that's 3 ghouls and a red buff. And Vayne is bot lane. Vayne is currently 3-1. You're going to see me absolutely melt the Vayne later when she gets kind of fed. Vayne is probably the strongest threat right now, but you'll see what happens later. I trap Rise and we get some damage on him, whilst he does basically none to us. I raise more corpses from the Raptors. And watch how I don't immediately leave the Raptors to fight. I make sure that I was concentrating on getting the ghouls, because I know I can't do shit without the ghouls. Yorick needs these ghouls. And if you play tank Yorick without any AD, then you need your Maiden, because that's your only damage really, besides your E. You have like % health damage on your E and your Maiden on hit. So if you go tank, you rely on those. If you have AD, your walkers are pretty good too. Not sure what we're chasing. I think we're chasing a Graves. And sure enough, there he is. But I spot Teemo out in the open. I go to chase him. Soroka's is coming with me too. Someone's pinging me back. I don't know why. So I miss my E. I land Smite, slowing him down enough to put him under here. And I start ripping him to shreds. Very slowly, because I don't know, is Teemo tanky? I don't know. I can't even see his items. Oh, I can actually. Teemo has Leandri's Torment and Giant Spell, so yeah, he was decently tanky. I don't have Trinity Course or anything, so my damage isn't that strong. Get the Maiden top, and we see a fight here. They just kill Vayne just like that. So I just keep pushing. I have the Maiden. I'm happy. Karma comes up, but I really don't care. Trap her. Maiden and Vel'Koz go to kill her. Just like that, we kill them. And I leave the Maiden to continue pressuring the lane. She's going to die very soon. Don't know why Teemo isn't killing her. Don't know why Teemo isn't killing her. There we go, she dies on her own. Meanwhile, I go back to the jungle to continue farming. I did want to back at that point, but I didn't yet. We take another dragon without my help. I trusted my team could get it because we were far ahead, and there was enough of us. Anyway, I've got 3 ghouls. There's a weird teleport there. Rise ulted, but then didn't follow through on it. Kled charges onto Graves here. I see Rise and Karma, so I go after them. Send my ghouls after him. And with Saraka and my Q heal, we're able to sustain decently. I go to him and then chase like a dumbass, because he's right here. My ghouls have gone, but it's okay, because I still have some damage. I still have Black Cleaver, that's something. And the rest of my team are here. In order to push this lane, I get the Maiden out, and therefore we have the minions of the Maiden and the ghouls to tank for us. And the Maiden scales with your HP, so having Black Cleaver does give me a bit of HP to buff the Maiden a bit more. You'll have much tankier Maidens if you play tank Yorick, but what's the point? You want damage. You want some damage, you're a Juggernaut. So yeah, just pushing that up. And then start going mid lane to race some ghoulies. I get them and I start going to bot lane to push that. I still haven't gone back. It's been a long time since I've gone back. Let's see how much gold I've got. I have got 3,800 in the bank right now. Then I start pushing top lane. I don't back yet. Still pushing. My team are pushing mid. It's all good. We're playing really, really, really strong. No one's doing particularly badly. So we kill them, I start doing red buff. Rise comes after me, but Rise gets killed. Almost killed, he teleports away. And I just continue doing red buff until Graves comes along and I'm able to kill him. Kled almost gets back on Skull there, but ends up dying beforehand. I fail last hit the red, enough to tilt me, and Vayne takes it like that because I'm an idiot. So I just use my W and get out of there. It's been a long time since I went back, so it only makes sense that I'm not that strong. I've got about 4,000 gold in the bank, and let's spend it on Death's Dance, because, you know what, I'm ahead, might as well. Death's Dance will heal you on physical damage hits, meaning your ghoulies will heal you whenever they hit anything. Your Maiden will not, she does on-hit magic damage, so, yeah. Clear up some more. I find Teemo. So I go up to try to fight him. I see Graves. I'm like, okay, he's one back. Then Teemo runs away and I can't find him. Well, I can find him. And I don't particularly want to kill him because we've got more important matters to attend to, like this. So off we go. Fight goes on here. Vayne is doing pretty... Vayne's really strong right now. She's got 6 kills. And decently fed. She's the strongest person they have, really. I place a defensive W just in case they chase, but they don't. The Maiden just kind of derps around. And that's that. Anyway, Dragon's up. I have the Maiden. I go for it. Then just clear my jungle. Red buff's up, so I'm going to go for that, I think. Right. Maybe not. Okay. If I was me, I would have went for red buff, even though this is me. Oh well. Anyway, I have these guys, so I had to try it. I had to try soloing Baron, and you can see how it plays out. So I'm tanking most of the damage here. My Maiden doesn't really do anything. I've got Q heals, but Saraka comes in to save the day, meaning I get more heals from her. Vayne comes in, but luckily, here comes the team. They're like, nope. So I'm able to keep going. We do lots of percent damage with E and the Maiden on hit. So yeah, you can duo Baron with a Soraka, no problem, I guess. Maybe if you had like a Gunblade which would heal you off the magic damage, maybe then you'd solo Baron. Gunblade would be a weird choice though. Anyway, we got Baron, so we push mid. Rise teleports, so I put my W there. Somehow he doesn't get trapped in it. And then he dies just like that. Very dumb Rise ult. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Jinx is farming bot lane whilst we go to this tower. easy for the Maiden to take it down. I start zoning people off, and then I push the inhibitor. My Maiden is killed. Graves dies. Vayne comes in, and that's a bit scary. That's a fed Vayne with Infinity Edge. Of course, it's quite scary. I don't really have any armor. A little bit of frame lag here. But nevertheless, trap Vayne. She can't go very far. Do we get a kill? No, we do not. We do get a flash, though. Now, I get hit by one shroom, and that's enough to tell me I need to recall. I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to go into a bush, get shroomed, and killed. I've got 0 deaths, and I want to keep it that way. So, off we go again, buying Hex Thinker for some magic resistance against Rise and Teemo, and Karma, I guess. Going into more of my Morpheus. I don't have any armor yet, and that's a big oversight for me. I should have probably got some armor, but I didn't. Anyway, raise some ghouls from these guys, and I'm ready to fight. So I see Vayne coming up here. She's running down here. Do I chase? Let's see what happens. I chase, I flash, I E, I W. No, I get condemned. So, again, just pushing forward, making sure to make graves where I can. Then push bot lane because that inhibitor is wide open. There's the ult going off with Baron buff. Easy enough to get this right here. I'm not sure if it's this game where I melt the Vayne, but oh well. Anyway, trap him right in his ult and he dies. Whoa. This is where Vayne gets hit by Velcro's combo and I just come around to kill her. We've killed some inhibs, so it's okay to just push forward. Cled's getting top lane. We're pushing forward. My Maiden's still alive. Chases a little and gets killed by towers. I've employed a defensive Zerot to try to defend against the big minions. Or stall them a little. Cled's still pushing top. And overall, just kind of sit here. Vayne, Graves comes in, Teemo comes in, Karma comes in. They start trying to give us chase. And there's that. Now, Dragon is spawning soon. This is Older Dragon, and I think, you know what, I kind of want this. So I raised some ghouls from blue. Well, I tried, but people stopped me. And then just decided, you know what, let's get this Elder. What's that? And we're back with the gold we've got. I'm going to finish more, no doubt. And then buy Warden's Mail for Vayne. Anyway, once again, fail to get my ghouls, because I'm new to Yorick still. I haven't played him that much, but I have been trying to play him whenever I could. Raise the Maiden once more, and this is going to be, I believe, the final push. Yeah, there's only 40 seconds left of the game, so Maiden's up, 2 inhibs are down. We push this inhibitor here, and then try to attack. Rise goes down really easily to the enemy. And that's it, really. One last fight. Trap Graves in W. He has to flash out. Vayne ends up pushing bot lane. Sorry, she ends up moving towards bot and dying. We kill her like easy. And there's one more kill I'm going to end up getting this game. Not sure what it is. I'm guessing it's this shit mode here. Here he goes, and then, yep, I do believe either me or the ghoul got that kill. And that's the end of the game. So this isn't the game where I just melted a Vayne. That must have been the other game. So that's that. That's Yorick Jungle with let's see what we did this game, because it seems like, oh, it's a stomp, you got carried. Well, let's see what impacts we made. Level 3 dragon, so that was a ocean drake, just gives global golden experience, not too much, but the ocean drake is nice. We got solo rift herald, which gave us some damage, which gave us some kind of like presence whenever we fought anyone. We never died, so we didn't feed. We're completely positive. 16-0 KDA, basically. We have 16 kill participations and 0 deaths. Did pretty well. We, did I gank this game? I'm not sure. I think I ganked mid. I'm pretty sure, and I ganked bot. I hope I did. I never remember ganking as Yorick, but yeah. Personally, I really do like this champion. I like his style of being a summoner. Kind of, he's very reminiscent of the old AD Malzahar, and he's very fun to play with some AD. Going full tank, I don't really recommend, because then you're relying on just some occasional percentage damage on E, and you're on here every 2 seconds with the Maiden. And yeah, I really like this champion, and I will be making a guide on him, but I will be waiting for the next patch to roll in. There might be Yorick nerfs, there might even be buffs depending on what whatever happens. So I'll be waiting till then until I make a guide. But for now, we're just going to have fun with him and be prepared to see some videos on Yorick, as well as some more about Thresh very soon. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.